Hello everyone, welcome for another set of video series. For this series, we are going to focus our study on ASP.NET Core version 2.2 to develop the applications. So for this video, we are going to get started working on software installation part and run your first program. So let's go ahead and open your web browsers and we go from there. Now throughout the course of these studies, I have also provided a set of reference file so that you can follow the step-by-step instruction over here. So to make the software installation, we first go to this URL, and for this website, it's going to allow you to download couple software versions for your target machines. If you are using Windows, then you are going to go for Windows either 64 or 86. If you are using 64-bit architecture of your machines, then use x64. But if you use the previous version of Windows that use 32-bit, then you go for x86. Now if you use Macintosh, then you need to install binary version over here. So there is a version for x64. If you use Linux, then there are a set of alternative solution over here. Okay, so double click to install this software on your machines. So that is step number one. Step number two, you also need to install the software development environment tools that you can use for code development. So this one is called Visual Studio Code. So go ahead and install this software as well. So software is available for these websites, and again there are 3 different versions for you to use. The one that I use for this video set is for Windows. So my machine is 64-bit, so I can use either installer versions or system installer. Okay, all right, so after these installations, then you can open up your Visual Studio Code. So in this case, I'm going to open it now right here, Visual Studio Code. In my machines, I have both versions, Visual Studio 2017 and Visual Studio Code. The one we're going to use for the first half of this semester is going to be for Visual Studio Code. So click open it. And the first things that we're going to have to do is for step number 1.3. Now for the first time before you develop your software applications, especially for .NET ASP Core 2.2, you need to install an extensions. Okay, so in order to install the extension here, so allow me to first go to the extensions. So on the left hand side of the screen over here, in order to install another extensions, then you can click over this button here and then search for C#. Now it's going to give us list of possible solutions. Now the one that we are looking for is the C# from OmniSharp companies. This is the software that, okay, let me try again over here. Okay, so it's going to list the possible set of extensions. The one that we are looking for is this one, C# for Visual Studio Code, that is powered by OmniSharp. In my case, I have already installed it in my machine, so whenever I open it again, it's going to be inside my environment. Okay, so that's why it say this time do you want to uninstall it. Now for the first time, it's going to show you a button that allows you to make the installation over here. Okay, now after the installations, close the software. Now we are going to go ahead and do the second step. We are going to now create the new projects together. So in Windows, you can go to this window icon and type C, M, and D. Now this one is going to bring up a list of possible commands we can use. The one we are looking for is command prompt. So click on it. It's going to show you a command prompt that allows us to use command executable ways to develop our software. Okay, now over here I'm going to move my directly to my desktop by typing cd space and desktop. And over here, I will create a new folder. So in order to create a new folder, we type mkdir followed by the name of the projects. We are going to use project 1 as the name of the projects. And then after the creation of this, we will have a folder called project 1 right here. Now we're gonna need to move into this folder. So let's cd project number 1. Okay, so now once we already have go on to step number 2.3. The next step is to create the new projects. Now in .NET environments, in order to create the new .NET ASP, there are various versions to start with. The one that we are going to use for this project here is called MVC. So we are going to use command .NET, followed by the command news, and select the template. There are a couple templates versions. Now the one we want to use is called MVC. So let's go for MVC and then press enter. So this process is going to take the required resources in terms of dependency libraries from the Microsoft server, and then copy those dependency into your local folder here. So if now you go to your folder, you can see that now the system start to putting things that are going to be used for our software developments. So those are the project structure. The one that we have here is called project.cs.porj. This one is used to set up our project dependency as well. We are going to talk about that in the future. And now let's try to execute the project for the first time. So what we are going to do is we are going to say .NET again and then run the projects. So this one is going to make the compilations, and then it's going to create the new executable file. And that executable file will be executed automatically by the system, and now it would allow us to use these web services through the use of this URL. So now allow me to copy this, Ctrl C, and then I will go to my web browsers and open this URL right here. You can see that as soon as I execute this on the URL, then it's going to open up my first web applications. Keep in mind that this web application is automatically created by the system when you execute the command .NET new MVC. So it's create a minimum skeletons that would allow us to develop the application for the server. So for the next video, we are going to look at details information for each file, and then we go from there about the importance of each one of them. Thank you for watching.